Alright, so you guys are all wondering, Rick, why are you releasing the same video we watched last week? Well, I'll tell you. Because apparently Big Brother, aka the YouTube gods, did not approve of my use of language in the last version where I was talking about some of the jet skiers and things like that that were wreaking havoc in the anchorage. So I'm re-releasing this video, but in a new version with more than 50% new content because we are here in Fuik Bay again on another Sunday, and it's an awesome day and a lot of cool stuff happened here, and you even get to see one of my favorite boats ever that inspired me to go sailing. Vagabond 47 was always my favorite boat.
Nice to meet you.
So be sure and stick around for a little later in the video when we get to go aboard this beautiful Vagabond 47 and even interview the owners to find out what made them select such a classic cruiser over the contemporary plastic cookie cutter boats that most new cruisers are buying these days. And to that one special subscriber we have that's on the channel just to be the first one to hit the thumbs down button within the 100 views of every new release, we love you, man. And you know what? I really hope your life improves. In addition to that, a very good friend of mine passed away this week, I'm very sad to say. And I think some of you will remember Roger from interviews in my previous videos, and you're going to see a lot of him upcoming in the next parts of our series when we get to St. Martin. And in the wake of that, it left me feeling very inspired to remember that life is for the living. And we are meant to be here and have fun and enjoy every single day. And I think a lot more of us really need to remember that, including myself. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. So it's the weekend, and we're on our way back to Fuik Bay to chill with some friends. Fuik Bay, now also known as Fuik Bay just because of my recent video there, is only 3 to 4 miles down the south coast of Curacao. You'd think that would be an easy mission to accomplish early in the morning, right? Not today. Yes, it's all fun and games recording this kind of slow motion wave action with some of our new gear until you find out it's been stirring up all the crap that's been accumulating in your fuel tank for the last 10 years, and then...
Here we got the sophisticated lady being sold by a dinghy. Rescue operation.
Lucky for me, my friends were running shotgun in their boats, so as soon as they saw me go square off to the waves, they knew something was up. So Alcino turned around right away, got a line ready, and we put sophisticated lady in tow. Not fun, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. But it got us to where we needed to go and safely at anchor where we could deal with it in our terms. Surprising as it may seem, we had the entire anchorage to ourselves, and it was fantastic. So we figured we'd enjoy that for a little while since we didn't really feel like diving right into the engine just yet. And then this happens.
Everybody get up.
yesterday I had the additional unnecessary pleasure of my engine going out while we were at sea. Had just pulled anchor back in Spanish water and headed over back to Fuik Bay for the weekend. So it was no problems, got about halfway here, but then all of a sudden something must have dislodged in the fuel system and blocked one of the main fuel inlets. So that became a problem because the engine just went whoosh, dead. So I managed to get that fixed up without too much difficulty, went down and took the Raycor filter apart and determined that they hadn't run out of fuel, which I knew because we just filled up like 10 hours ago maybe. But there was definitely a low pressure in there. I was squeezing the squeeze ball that I used for priming the Raycor filter, or only a little bit of fuel was coming out. So I knew there was something there, so I disconnected all the lines and tried to draw through, and of course wasn't getting nearly as much diesel fuel as what we needed. So I managed to figure out that of course something was blocking the line, and it took a little while, disconnected the lines, extended them where I could get at them easily outside of the engine compartment, and blew through and managed to clear the blockage. Of course that means I still got something in my fuel tank, so we got that problem. It's probably going to happen again. But as soon as I connected everything back up and primed the system, it came right back to life, engine started, no problem. Next thing I had was this little devil here was jammed, so my shifter controller. So I push it forward, it would go into gear at idle speed, but then give it more throttle and no throttle, so it was stuck at idle speed. That's a red flag to go down to the engine and just check the throttle valve control. There's a butterfly valve there that of course the cable goes from here all the way down there. So I checked on that, and sure enough the cable had come off the butterfly valve. And it looked like over time the little set screw that tightens it in on the back of the cable that holds it onto the butterfly valve had just unscrewed itself. It had loosened up over time and just happened to come off yesterday. Go figure, but that's the way it is sometimes. So that presented another problem. I was already under tow, as you can see from this scene here that Alcino already had me under tow. So I wanted to remain under tow because at least if the engine did conk out again or anything, we didn't have to redo the lines or anything. We'd just get us into the anchorage, set anchor, and then move from there. You can see we've started taking it out and we've got all the screws out from inside, but it still won't come out because that plate is holding it there. We were thinking about cutting an access hole right here, but then in looking we realized, well, the compass is just sitting here as well, and it's got a great big hole under it, and there's the perfect place for an access cover where we don't have to actually deface the front side of the boat. But anyway, that's what we're going to do now, is just cut a hole in there, see if we can get at the back and take the plate off and access the controls, and then go from there. Alright, well, in our process of never-ending discovery on Sophisticated Lady, we got the cover off. We're just about to start drilling a hole and realized through just touching this that this is just a plastic cover. So I started picking around the edge of it. It's glued down, of course, but realized that we already have a hole. Look at that. Don't you love when life gets easy once in a while? Just once. We now have access inside. And there is our shifter module right there. So that's the plate that's causing us the grief. Hey, we're getting there. There we go. And look, right, you can immediately, yeah, you can see it's been chafing here, look. It's actually worn that out, so something's not lined up properly. Well, yeah, that's what's happening then, because it's crossing here and there, it's not pushing down on the throttle. So there's our problem right there. We've got the whole thing opened up here now. And yeah, you can see there's been some friction. A lot of the grease that was here maybe years ago is not around anymore. So we're just giving everything a good shot of grease. This is where having your own hardware store on hand at all times comes in very useful. As they're not exactly matching, but I did manage to find two that will replace the ones that were missing from the last install. Okay, alright, that's got it. Now let's see what we got. I'm just going to put it to throttle. Forward, so we got the throttle up. Throttle down. Yep, that sounds better. Try reverse. Alright, try it with gears. Forward. Reverse. Okay. So ends our Sunday adventure. But the sun is going down. We're just starting to enjoy some chill time. As you can see, you got some nice new hammocks hanging at the back of the boat. Just little hammock swings. Got one there. Not sure who's going to be sitting in that one yet. I guess we'll see. No, I didn't mean him. But he did help me fix the cable system. Yeah. Thanks, man. Cheers. Cheers. You guys look a little stressed. Need to relax.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Sophisticated lady.
This is a pirate ship. My favorite boat. It's no big surprise I have this one tattooed on my arm. Vagabond 47 is always my favorite boat. I don't know. Nice boat. Love it. That's a bowsprit. Look at that shit. Fucking A. Now this is the best spot in the house when you're sailing. Right up on the bowsprit. This is awesome. Always love this kind of boat, man. Beautiful, beautiful boat.
Yeah, deck's a little dirty, you know, lifting up the anchor twice today, so. It's a 1987 Vagabond 47, and they were built in Taiwan and then shipped to the US usually, and that's where they put the rigs on them, and ours we got in North Carolina back in 2016. So
you've had it 2 years now?
Yeah, we got it June of 2016.
And you sailed it down from the States?
Yeah, we did the down to Cuba and back to the Bahamas, all the way down to Grenada last year and up to the Virgin Islands this year. And then we came down to Bonaire and then popped over here. We've got guests and family flying in, you know, time to have some fun.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite island?
I don't know. I really liked Isle of the Saints.
Ile de Saints?
Yeah, I liked there.
Just south of Guadeloupe?
Yeah, that was really nice.
It's always been one of mine too, yeah.
I had a great time there. And, you know, I don't know, we just came from Bonaire, and so Bonaire's pretty nice. It's hard to beat Bonaire, so.
And how were you with the boat? Did you enjoy the boat? Was it sailing good for you?
Yeah, it was good. We had a nice run. It was like a 3-day run straight from St. Thomas to Bonaire. And 73 hours anchor to, or ball to ball, because we were on a morning before we left, and Bonaire it's all mornings. So it was nice. We did blow the sun cover on our Genoa. So we had to take the big head sail down and put it downstairs and put the Yankee up.
Okay.
But my new sail thread will be in like a week or two, and I can fix that problem and get the big sail back up. All this downwind running, and I'm using a little tiny jib.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't work quite as well.
And you got the inner cutter rig to stay sail as well.
Yeah.
Permanently rigged. That's nice.
That's the way to keep it. I don't think we're going to change it at all.
This has always been my favorite rig, cutter rig catch. Very versatile. You can put up any sail load, you know.
Yeah.
Any sail combination for whatever wind you got.
Yeah, and you can get a lot of sail up, which is always nice, you know, because as newer boaters, sometimes it's like, I don't know, let's go when the winds are lighter, and then you're out there and you're like, I could use a little bit more wind, so it's nice to have a big head sail to compensate for maybe my lack of confidence sometimes in the weather conditions. No, I just got myself a fresh beer when I got them. Anyone need a drink?
I'll have a beer, please.
A beer?
Thank you.
Beer? Whiskey?
Look at this, best part of the boat, the aft deck. Nice. Love the wheel.
Thank you.
Nice. That's a pirate ship. Old school. Megan. So how did you guys find this boat? Like, what drew you to a Vagabond? That's a very unusual boat for a young couple to own.
Well, we wanted a center cockpit and a full keel, and you know, you got the whole Excel spreadsheet of what things you want.
Yeah.
And we looked at a few other Vagabonds before this, because this was actually in North Carolina and we were in Florida.
Yeah.
So we had kind of ruled this out. There was some bad carpet inside, so it doesn't look very good in the pictures.
Yeah.
But
They
we
put carpet on the floor?
Yeah, like old 70s carpet. It was rough.
the wood in bad shape, or it was in good shape? They were trying
wood was in great shape.
So they were just trying to protect it.
Yeah, but having carpet in the Caribbean kind of doesn't, you know.
No, doesn't really suit.
Yeah, so we took it out.
Yeah.
But this just, you know, we kind of saw it and fell in love, and it checked all our boxes. And so,
What was on your list? What was on the spreadsheet?
Well,
Sorry.
it had to be seaworthy, because we do want to sail across the Pacific, so we want something that's gonna, you know, be able to do that.
Yeah.
And something that the two of us could handle easily, and
Big enough for a guest.
Big enough for a guest. That was pretty important, because, you know, we want to have our family come and visit, and friends like Fry come and visit, and so it's nice to have a whole extra room, and it has its own bathroom, which is nice. But the best thing about this boat is in the stateroom in the stern, I wake up in the morning and I pull open my curtain and can just look out at the water, and and it's just beautiful. That's the best way to start the day.
Oh, you got those beautiful windows
yeah,
at the back. Right?
Yeah, it's very nice. So
That's
sort
awesome.
of saw those and fell in love, you know? It just was the right boat for us.
Oh yeah, you know, probably a good idea, right?
So we just gotta watch out what letting the bugs in, right?
Ah, it'll be okay
I
for right
mean,
now.
it's just flies.
Today's a good day.
It's just flies here, and it's just like occasionally a random one. So it's not a huge deal, but try to keep them out.
Oh my god.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
This thing is in
So-
amazing shape.
We ripped our Genoa.
Yeah, so there's a
on
big
the
sail on the
way
floor
down
here,
to Bonaire,
unfortunately.
Oh, no worries.
But
Wow, look at that.
But yeah,
Love the mirror with the chart of the world. Look at that.
yeah.
How
that was
cool.
like a whole lot of mirror.
Yeah, it's too much
Just
mirror for her to
out
have,
there,
always
yeah.
looking at yourself.
And this is the best spot to sit in because the breeze comes
Yeah, you got a
down,
really nice breeze through
and
there.
it's just, it's delightful.
Did you guys put in the mirror or it was there?
Yeah.
No, I was there.
No, the mirror was here.
We didn't really do anything down here other than take out that giant carpet that covered the whole
Yeah, it was
salon. It was
everywhere.
everywhere.
Wow,
All the way through the kitchen.
floors are in amazing shape.
And our, you know, everything. So we just took it out, kept a couple of pieces for, you know,
For
you need a
doing
piece of carpet every
projects.
once in a while to throw something against.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, there's just one forward berth.
This is this amazing artwork
Tanagra.
that our friend Michelle did.
Yeah.
She does a lot of digital art that's like reef conservation, ocean conservation based.
Mm-hmm.
And she did this for us. She came and stayed with us for a few weeks, just a referral of a friend, and did this beautiful painting of our boat and sent it from New Zealand through Seattle down to Grenada to get back to us.
Nice.
So she's amazing.
No, just nicely laid out. And we got galley down.
Yeah, fridge, freezer, you know, gimbal stove.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Our freezer gets us our ice.
Yeah, you gotta have ice.
And cold
Yeah,
beer.
cold beer.
The bottom of the
And the master suite.
And there's that window that she's talking
Yes, those are lovely.
about. It's the best. Yeah, still there.
The water right there.
yeah. Those sailors look at you.
I want to be a sailor, but it's not my time yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice. That's fine.
Very nice, guys.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Very exciting.
Underneath that handkerchief. That way it'll roll around.
I don't know if you can read that. Vagabond 47. That's class right there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, you guys found one that was greatly cared for, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
nice. And like the owner had, the previous owner has labeled everything. So there's little labels on all the different,
Very nice.
everything on the whole boat. It's so nice. Any future sailors, label all your stuff. This is very
I know,
helpful.
I did that for the first 5 years. Then my label maker broke.
Hanging tags.
Yes.
They might be a little clutter sometimes, but I think they're worth it.
Sometimes the hanging tags get wet.
Yeah, and you lose one, you're like,
And
oh
then
crap.
you're like, oh, what did this say? Who knows?
Well, very beautiful boat, guys. Thank you very much for the tour.
No
Pleasure.
problem.
Very much appreciated. Okay.
Is that enough for a beer?
That's enough for a beer.
You can deserve a cocktail with that.
Yeah.
Go, man.
Ruby your life, yeah.
Look a little stressed, man. What's up?
Stressed out. Put it up.
Hello, Tiki. How's Tiki doing? I hear you. Okay. Looks like there's worse places to be, worse things to be doing. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome.
Shut it off? Yes,
There we go. Sundowners on Sophisticated Lady. Cool.
That's it.
Yours is the clear one.
Okay.
I want you to be able to feel like a big girl. How's it going, guys? Did you need drinks?
No, we were okay.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you had nothing.
No, we're okay. We have to work tomorrow.
Yes. We had enough.
Well, we all have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You sound a little more defined. Yes, afraid some of us, we all have to work tomorrow, but we have different hours, different jobs, different places to work. I'll be here. Where will you be? Maybe we'll see you here soon. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers. Salud.